My name is David Thomas. I work at Mistral Inc. and representing G-Nius Technologies Unmanned Systems. Next slide, please. The motivation for G-Nius designing, manufacturing, and creating unmanned systems was saving lives. We currently have 70,000 hours of operational experience patrolling the borders of Israel. We have experience in a variety of vehicles, again in an operational environment. I clearly do not have the time to go through and show you the videos that are on my laptop, but I am in booth 506 if you would like to come by at any time during the event or pass the information on to me, and I would be more than willing to show you these operational videos. Some of the programs, Border Patrol, we've got Polaris-type vehicles running on waypoints that we provide, or they build the map themselves. Resupply, we have M113s working in convoy, fully autonomous, recently deployed in the Gaza war, where they provided water and ammunition and resupply to much-needed combatants. And perimeter security, airfields, airports, and so on, feel safe that G-Nius vehicles are in 24/7 patrol. A typical environment, you can have a fixed site, which would be a shelter or something similar. Mobile operation units, this is a second vehicle that goes on the road with the autonomous vehicles, shall we say, extending the range. On the lower section here, starting on the right-hand side, that's the Guardian 1. Next to that, the Guardian 2. This has an ISR package on it. This also is diesel-driven. The Guardian 3 in the middle, we've shipped the first ones of these to Israel. These are Ford F-150s, fully autonomous vehicles in operation with C4 ISR and remote weapon station technology on board. The Mark IV, which you see the fourth one along, again, this is a remote weapon station and an M113 used in resupply. And the Guardian 5 on the end there is the recent Humvees that we've kitted out. Next slide, please. Here's an example, 24/7. As you can see, lower left-hand corner is the control center. There is always a man in the loop. In actual fact, it's a lady in the loop. The majority of these operators are ladies, and maybe this is something that Keel knows something more about than I am, and I do, but they are preferred operators and superior operators, for the most part, than the gentlemen with these systems. Over on the far right-hand side, you can see the vehicle there patrolling the border. On the far side of that picture is the place you don't want to go, and on the near part of the picture is safety. Next slide, please. Deployment scenarios, rapid force building of LZs, UGVs securing the perimeters. Road clearance, we have autonomous vehicles with ground penetrating radar mounted on the front of them. And let me take this opportunity to say that there's a lot of great ideas and a lot of concepts in the US military and DoD right now for where to use robots. They have not been adopted. It's close. The IED and EOD teams, have adopted autonomous vehicles. They have the Andros and the iRobot type, small IED type robots, but the self-transportable robots have really not taken hold and adoption. We thought that they'd be following 10, 15 years behind the UAV, but it seems like it's longer than that. We're ready now. They're used now. They're operational now. Next slide, please. So in summary, the challenge being addressed by our solution, the ability to provide autonomy under all conditions and target enemy forces. The technology allows a variety of platforms. It's platform agnostic. You bring the vehicle you would like to have autonomized, and we will autonomize it for you. And the innovation has been earned over 6 years, 7 years now, 24/7 patrolling the borders and in an operational scenario. In the most recent operation, as I mentioned earlier, in the Gaza, we provide those resupplied to the much needed troops that were in combat. So in closing, once again, the motivation was to save lives. G-Nius has the operational experience and lessons learned